Welcome to another episode of FBU Huddle. Today we will actually be interviewing another one of our FBU freshman All-American Bowl players that will be participating in the 2020 game down in Naples, Florida. We are joined today by one of the biggest, brightest, and most electric athletes out of the state of Texas. We're here with running back, defensive back, Davon Keyes. Davon, welcome to FBU Huddle. How are you doing today, man?
Doing well.
Doing well. Look, we are absolutely ecstatic that you have been chosen to play in the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl. Certainly your electricity jumped off the film. It's one of the main reasons that we got you down there. Tell us a little bit about what it means to you to be invited to the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl.
It's an honor to be invited. Ever since I was in sixth grade, it was a big goal of mine to reach this once I got to a freshman.
100%. I mean, it's something that, you, much like some of our other freshmen, have worked hard for years to get this type of accolade. Working through it, you said, you've been thinking about it since sixth grade. How many, it looks like right there from the FBU shirt you're wearing, how many camps, from an FBU side did you attend? Did you attend multiple camps to help yourself get better and get to this point?
I've attended 3 camps in sixth grade, seventh grade, and last year.
Okay, I got it. So look, you understand the process, you understand what it takes to get better and get to this moment. For the people that are watching at home and are excited about the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl down in Naples, Florida, tell our viewers a little bit about what they can expect to see from you down during that game.
I'll be working my hardest. I'll put up some big points, big yards, and I'll just show out.
I like it. Just going to show out a little bit. What would you say, in your opinion, is your biggest strength as a running back? Because I know that's your preferred position.
I'd say my biggest strength is how hard I run and not giving up on the play.
Not giving up on the play, that physicality, that was certainly something that we saw when we decided to extend the invitation to you for the game this year. Now, Davon, with things that are going on, obviously with COVID-19, we understand how difficult that's been for our young student athletes. What has the impact been down in Texas this year? How's your fall football season going thus far?
It hasn't impacted us too much. We've had to start a month later, but we'll still have our full season.
Gotcha. Okay. So when you get down to Florida, all right, outside of the palm trees and the beautiful weather, what are you most looking forward to when it comes to playing in this game and coming down for the entire experience of championship week this December?
So I'm most looking forward to competing against some other great athletes and just trying to get my name out there and do the best I can.
I like it. Look, and the competition is going to be fierce. It's going to be big time. So, bring your hard hat. All right. Bring it all the way from Texas. Okay. Because we are going to have some top quality competition for you. Look, we really look forward to seeing you down there, and we really appreciate you taking some time today in between classroom sessions to join us today. So Davon, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the Paradise Coast.
Thank you.
All right. We are on to our next on this episode of FBU Huddle, another electric stud 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl invitee. We are going to be welcoming from the great state of Florida, from Sunrise, Florida, one of the top 2024 athletes in the country, Samaj Jackson. Samaj, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. And you?
I'm doing fantastic, man. So, look, this is a huge honor, obviously to be selected to the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl, to be highlighted as one of the top 60 freshmen in the country. What does it mean to you to be, announced as one of the best freshmen in the country and have the chance to play in this game?
It's big, to be honest with you. To be recognized as a great player in the class of 2024 is a blessing, and I want to go up from there. I
love it. Yeah, I mean, look, it's certainly an honor, a blessing to be invited, and for those that are watching at home, Samaj, you play both ways. You play running back, you play a little bit of strong safety. Now, it's my understanding you prefer to lay the wood a little bit and play safety a little bit more, correct?
Yes, sir.
I like it. Now, when you're playing the safety position, as you look at maybe some older high school teammates or college players or even NFL guys, is there a certain player that, you model your game after?
There are two, Cam Chancellor and Jamal Adams.
Cam Chancellor and Jamal Adams, those are physical guys. Why would you say that you model your game after those guys? What do you like about Cam and Jamal?
Cam and Jamal are huge hitters, and I want to be just like them.
I like it. You like to come up and lay some sticks. I like it a lot. And Jamal Adams is another long line of alumni that have come through FBU. So you got the chance to follow in his footsteps. Now, coming up and working hard in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, were you attending FBU camps, going to Top Gun, things like that?
Yes, I was like attending a lot of the camps and trying to get playing the All-American games and stuff like that.
Well, look, obviously putting in the work and going down the path of attending camps has paid off. Now you've got the invite to the 2020 FBU All-American Bowl. For those that are going to be down there watching the game live, what can they expect to see from you on the field?
On the field, they're going to hear probably some firecrackers. It's going to be booms, and they're going to hear a lot.
Well, look,
just watch.
We'll make sure everybody brings some earplugs if you're going to be bringing the firecrackers. I like it a lot. Now, one last thing here before we let you go. What are you most looking forward to down in Naples, Florida at the Paradise Coast, the new Paradise Coast Sports Complex? Get to play the game in front of, a couple thousand people, right? What are you most looking forward to for that entire week when you get down there?
For that week, I'm looking to have fun and make more of a name for myself.
And I think that's those are two things that certainly are going to happen. You're certainly going to have a ton of fun, the opportunity to play and meet other student athletes from across the country, and it's never a bad time to be in Florida in the Paradise Coast, so we can assure it'll be a lot of fun while you're down there as well. So, Samaj, certainly thank you for joining. For those that are watching at home, make sure to check Samaj out. Go to his Twitter handle. Check out some film of him prior to the game. You can see a little bit more about him. But Samaj, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you down in the Paradise Coast for the FBU Freshman All-American Bowl.
Thank you.
We are thrilled again to bring on another one of our stud FBU Freshman All-American Bowl 2020 selections. He is another great athlete, another strong defensive back, mainly safety. Okay, we are welcoming to the show tonight, Mr. Hardy. Mr. Hardy, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, sir. How about yourself?
Hey, Jayden, I'm doing fantastic. So, tell the people at home, what did it mean to you to get selected to the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl down in Naples, Florida?
It means a lot. Knowing all the hard work and the hours that I put in to try to perfect my craft and going into the season, it just means a lot, and to just be noticed and recognized for all the hard work that I put in.
Yeah, and how did you find out that you were selected? Was it something where Coach Williams or somebody told you about it? Where were you when you found out? How did that go?
It was right after practice. I got a DM from Coach Williams saying check my email, and I checked it, and I just saw that I got invited. Yeah, I was super excited, telling my teammates in the locker room and stuff.
Hey, man, I'm sure that was a hot commodity. I'm sure the teammates were a little jealous of that announcement, I'm sure. So, for our viewers that are watching in right now, why don't you tell them a little bit about your style of play, your game? What type of player are you? What can they expect to see on the field from you down in Naples during the Freshman Bowl?
I really like to be a ball hawk, just be back there, just go read the quarterback's eyes sometimes if I'm the free safety, and just be able to go make a play. And then if you need me to come down and the run support, I'll be there too. I like the big hits.
Well, sure. I mean, look, you like getting in the box a little bit more and laying a stick, or you like ball hawking and making picks? Which one you like more?
Ball hawks.
So when you're kind of, looking at other college guys or maybe some older high school guys that are on your team or in the same area as you or even the NFL, is there a player that you look up to or have modeled your game after a little bit?
I really wouldn't say I model my game after nobody, but I think I really do look up to Jamal Adams because he did grow up in the same city as me, and then we do have the same birthday, so I found that pretty cool too. So I really do look up to him, and I like the way that he carries himself and how he carries himself on the field.
Hey, same birthday, same town, same FBU alum. Jamal Adams is somebody who's come through football university as well. So sounds like you might be following the footsteps of somebody who's reached the highest level of this profession. So I got one final question for you, and we've asked all of our FBU freshman All-American Bowl players that have come on to FBU Huddle this question. Well, what are you most excited about this coming December? You can't just say, the water, the sand, the beaches, it could even be the competition. What are you most looking forward to down in Naples this December?
Oh, definitely the competition, seeing all the top freshmen and just being able to compete with them, train, get some work in with them and just seeing how I can change my game to maybe improve my game and just, learn from each other and just get better.
I love it. Well, for all of our viewers at home, if you haven't checked him out yet, visit his social media handles right there on Twitter. Check out his huddle, check out his highlights. We are certainly excited to have you down in Florida with us. You are an exciting, fantastic student athlete, and we can't wait to see you down in the Paradise Coast. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, have a good one. We are now about to be joined by one of the most electric freshmen in the country from the great state of Texas, Mario Buford. We are going to welcome him on. Mario, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. Thanks
Look,
for the
we were
introduction.
absolutely thrilled to extend you an invite. We know that you've been putting in the work for years now at various camps and events. Tell us a little bit about what it means to you to be selected to play in the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl.
To me, it really feels great because, it feels great to be recognized as, a top player in the country in the class of 2024 and, to just be on that stage and, everybody is competition. Just go out there and just have fun, just play a game I love.
I like it. And it is the game. It is the game we all love. Now, for those people that are viewing at home that maybe don't know a lot about you, what would you tell the viewers that are going to be tuned in this December to the Freshman All-American Bowl? What can they expect from you on the field as a playmaker?
As a playmaker, just because just on defense, I'm just gonna be out there just locking down, and throw the ball to the receiver I'm guarding. I'm just let it touch my hands. I'm picking it off. Take it back. Yes, sir.
So it's a true no-fly zone over where you're at, huh?
Yes, sir.
I like it. So with that, with that being said, who do you believe, your game, maybe it's a current NFL player, current college player, who is somebody that you've maybe molded your style of play after, or somebody that you look up to at the higher levels?
First person that will come to mind, I'll probably say Jeff Okudah, just mainly because his style of play is just very clean. He just always in the right place, always just very athletic. Just technique is very sound. Just great player.
I like it. And Mario, I don't know if you know this, but Jeff Okudah also played in the FBU Freshman All-American Bowl back in the day. So, look, if you're going to be joining in his football, one of the top picks in this past year's NFL draft for the Detroit Lions, that's a great person to model your game after. Talking a little bit about your past and your history kind of getting here, how did you get started with FBU? How many camps have you attended? It looks like, based on the threads you got on right now, you're a Top Gun alum, huh?
Actually, no. I played in the All-American game, the 8th graders with my state last year. But when it comes to FBU, I've been with FBU for a really long time because my brother like he started FBU back when he was like 9, and I was just always at all the camps. At anything FBU related, I was just always there with him. And then
Well,
like I just
good, man. I'm glad. Hopefully some of that work you put in at those camps, obviously, it's paid off, and now you're here at the big stage for the Freshman All-American Bowl. You know, one last question before we get you out of here. What are you most looking forward to down in Naples, Florida, for the Freshman All-American Bowl? Is it the beach? Is it the palm trees? Is it the competition? What are you most looking forward to?
most definitely the competition. I just can't wait to go out there, just go against receivers like all just gonna be top, best of the best receivers, all gonna be quick, fast. Just gonna have to like go out there and ball and have to show out and make sure every play I just go hard.
Well, those people that are watching at home, they know that you're ready to come show out. Mario, we are super excited to have you down in Naples, Florida in the Paradise Coast this December for the FBU Freshman All-American Bowl. For you people watching at home, make sure to go and follow Mario Buford. You can check out more of his highlights, check out his Huddle film, follow him on Twitter at Rio Go Crazy. You know, look, Super Mario, he's going to be coming to bring it down in Florida. Mario, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you this December.
Thank you. All right.
Now that we've had the chance to talk to some of these 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl invitees, we want to take a moment to break down what we saw on film about why these certain student athletes got this ticket to play in this game down in Naples, Florida. With that being said, I'm going to bring in the National Director of Recruiting for the Freshman All-American Bowl and a selection committee advisor to the All-American Bowl on NBC, Erik Richards. Erik, how are you doing?
Doing good, Matt. Good to be with you. You and Anthony are having all the fun in here.
I know. Look, we had to have you come in and join it, all right? We want to spread the wealth. Erik, hopping right in. When it comes to just the Freshman All-American Bowl as a whole, what are you really looking for in the student athletes who nominate themselves and submit film? What are you looking for in terms of potentially giving out an invitation?
Well, I think in a perfect world, Matt, is being able to see them in person. So many of our selections, almost 30% of the roster comes from either an FBU regional camp or a Top Gun, right? We walked out of there with the regional camps, between the regional camps and Top Gun, with 15 of the 60 selections. So being able to see an athlete in person and then verifying that film on tape, and some of the selections you're going to talk about in the show today, we got to see in person at Top Gun, and that's the best way. Obviously, some of these freshmen are at powerhouse programs, and it doesn't always allow them to get Friday night varsity film to us. And so the best way and the most clearest route is through one of the camps or through Top Gun.
Yeah, it's much easier to go that path, especially like you said, when you're at a powerhouse school. If you're in one of those schools in Texas or Florida, probably not going to see playing time on the varsity level as a freshman. And one of those student athletes that we're going to break down right now, Samaj Jackson, he earned his invited Top Gun. So, why don't you kind of go over what you really saw on film with Samaj and what you really like about him?
Yeah, the interesting thing about Samaj Jackson is he's at a program, university school, we're very familiar with on the national level. One of the coaches over there, Daniel Luque, is always bringing good athletes, not only good athletes, but good student athletes to us for exposure. Interestingly enough, he didn't really get in our ear about Samaj before Top Gun, Matt. And there was no, hey, make sure you're checking out this player or anything. And Samaj came in. We didn't even know he was from university school until the awards presentation, and we handed him that golden ticket to the Freshman All-American game. But some of the things Samaj did in camp, he's got great sinking. He sinks his hips very, very good. He's low to the ground. He's 5'10", like 185. He's an all-around athlete. He played running back in youth league. He's a great baseball player. A lot of people didn't know that, but he was a good baseball player. So you can imagine he can flip his hips well and stuff. And he's gotten a little bit of burn early in the season. Those guys got a late start over there in South Florida because of the COVID virus. They didn't have much game tape now, but he's the the best way to describe him is like a pit bull. He's not scared to hit you for his size. He'll stick his head in there and turn. Some of the things he needs to work on are size, right? He's gonna have, and he's got 3 years to put on the weight and everything, which I'm sure he'll do. So, looking forward to seeing his growth, not only down here during the Freshman All-American Bowl week, but over the next 3 years.
Yeah, we're certainly excited about him, and you can see it jumps out on tape, just his size and his ability to play low to the ground. What a great point right there in terms of some of the unique qualities and attributes that he's going to bring, and we're excited about his development and what he's going to bring. So now let's bring in Anthony to break down some of the other student athletes that we spoke to earlier in tonight's episode. Anthony, I want to start with Super Mario, with Mario Buford, one of the top defensive backs in the state of Texas. Tell us a little bit about Mario and what you saw in his film, what you liked, what you didn't like, and what he needs to work on.
Mario is one of the kids that jumps off the screen. He's already got, high school varsity height and weight. He's got long arms. He's competitive. He's got great feet, great fluid hips. He's physical. He's got ball skills. I mean, this kid is an athlete. And obviously, you can see he plays on both sides of the ball. But this kid's going to be somebody to keep an eye on as this class 24 moves forward. Just because he can play a lot of different positions. He can play corner. He can play receiver. He can play safety. He might even be able to play running back and quarterback, as far as we know. But as far as him being a DB, he's already got that size and length that you're looking for from the league defensive backs.
Yeah, you can see it right there, just his ability to kind of turn his hips as it's showing on the screen. I mean, this is just a workout video, but he's got great turn, great swivel, and we're certainly excited about Mario coming through. Let's talk about Jayden Hardy a little bit. Tell us a little bit about Mr. Hardy, another student athlete from the great state of Texas, and what he's going to bring to the table down in Naples.
I almost kind of say the same exact thing about him. Jayden is another kid that is involved with our FBU Dallas team up there with the team director, Corey. Does a great job with those kids, but he's another one that already has good size and length as a defensive back. Once again, I always look for footwork, fluid hips. I look at their eyes. Are these kids looking back and trying to make a play on the ball? They're playing blind. I looked for them to be physical. I look for them to be, we don't have a lot of roster spots in the game, Matt, as you know. So I'm looking for a kid that is okay with playing corner or moving inside to play nickel or maybe even playing some safety. So once again, he can check all the boxes there. You can see him here lined up at safety. He understands route progression. He knows how to read the quarterback's eyes, and he has a tremendous path to the ball and has really good ball skills. So those are some of the things that jump out to me about him.
Yeah, he's somebody who just has absolutely great size, and he was on earlier and talked about he was struggling to decide if he wanted to be a ball hawk or if he wanted to come in and lay the wood inside the box, but it looks like he can do a little bit of both. I mean, he plays with great physicality.
Yeah, and he's one of those kids that's, blessed as a freshman. He's already got a documented offer. I forget if it's from Kansas, but it's a Power 5 school. So that was another thing when I reached out to that staff. I was like, yeah, this kid is the real deal and definitely the kind of profile players we want in the game.
100%. He's certainly somebody that we cannot wait to get our eyes on down in the Paradise Coast. Erik mentioned earlier that it's a huge thing to be able to actually see these guys in person. So film is one thing, but having the opportunity to see them live, I know that the coaches that are going to be coaching in this game are just salivating about the chance to coach him. And finally, let's talk about one of our final guests, Mr. Davon Keyes, our athlete of the bunch. Tell us a little bit about what you saw from him on film and what he's going to bring to the Paradise Coast.
Well, so Davon is a kid that was very impressive. You look at him; he's got great size, but you watch he's very comfortable running up between the tackles. If you watch the Bills and Titans game on Tuesday and saw what Derrick Henry did, Davon reminds me a lot of that right there. He's physical, he's big, he has a great straight arm. He's got some wiggle, but it's not his go-to. His primary is he's gonna go out to contact. He's gonna get north and south, and he's gonna try and be more physical than the guy tackling him. He's also got good hands. He's very athletic, and I watch him. He's not afraid to block and pass blocking and picking up blitzes. And like I said, he can catch the ball in the backfield. So those are some of the things that really stick out to me. This will be a kid, another one to keep an eye on as the class 24 continues to evolve. He's going to be one of the top running backs in this class, no doubt. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do down in Naples.
Yeah, and I think one thing that we can point out, he's already just such a physical runner, and we keep saying physical about a lot of these student athletes that are selected to play in this game, but that's true. What are some things maybe technique-wise that, he could look to improve on, moving forward throughout the fall and even down in Naples to help him elevate himself so that 3-4 years from now, he's one of the top players in the country?
Well, obviously, in a skill position, you can never get too fast. So obviously, speed is one he can continue to work on and take those 50 to 20 explosive play yards into 50-yard into the touchdown. Those things like that. I think catching the ball out of the backfield, playing with a lower pad level. Obviously, ball security. And it's not just him; it's most young running backs that are playing up at the JV and varsity level so early that they are aware of the game is a lot faster when you're playing against varsity kids. And so I'm sure he'll continue to work on those things with his coaching staff at his high school and his trainer. But yeah, like I said, he is well developed for such a young running back and how physical he is in ball security and understanding situations where I could break it to the sidelines, try and go deep, or I'm just going to continue up north and south and I'll take these 8, 12, 15 yards and move the chain. That's kind of how I see him as a player.
Yeah, you can tell on the screen, that he is a smart running back. He knows when to get north-south, when to bounce, when to protect the ball, when to pound it up there for a yard or two. We're extremely excited about having him at the game this December 21st down in the Paradise Coast at the brand new Paradise Coast Sports Complex. So, Anthony, want to thank you again for your time. Want to thank all of our viewers for watching tonight's episode of FBU Huddle. We look forward to bringing you more of these episodes, highlighting even more of our selections to the 2020 FBU Freshman All-American Bowl. Players out there, if you have not nominated yourself yet, please do so. Go to footballuniversity.org. Have your chance to be evaluated by our team and our staff and potentially get an invite down to this game. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the top 60 freshmen in the country. So, once again, Anthony, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week on next week's episode of FBU Huddle.
Thanks, Matt.